I think we are. I think we are live now. Let's see.
Then we get the Wayback Machine.
I don't even know how to find out. Online, great.
So really, it's
We are live.
a straightforward process.
Well, I'll tell you in just a minute because I'm about to host you.
Woo! Nature is live.
Bam.
All right.
Hosting. I see Mark's face in a big eclipse of some kind.
Oh no.
Every day of my life.
As the prophecy foretold.
My screen.
When you say that, I just imagine some Teletubbies thing, an eclipse of Mark's face up in the sky.
Okay.
Now I see a bunch of people.
Okay, good. That's what we want. We want everyone.
And I still see you also down in the corner. So
Oh yeah, that's me.
Nope. Now it's an eclipse again.
Oh no. Be right back. Starting soon. I don't know how this capture thing works then, I guess.
Hey, now it's starting soon. I see that.
Let's see. Can I change capture?
This is the first mystery.
Oh.
Yep.
Soon.
Mystery of technology. We didn't get a clue yet. But the clue is Mark's eclipsing head. It's a big clue.
All right. What do we see now?
Usually it takes a minute before it gets on my page. A little bit of a delay. Currently still starting soon.
What's the one I should be looking at?
Twitch.tv/MA. Yeah. Image. Yeah.
Oh, image.
Now, I see all four of us and your tiny head.
Oh, my tiny head. Okay. Now, that's a good start.
It's over in your area.
On the top of your shoulder.
Yeah, cute little women.
Oh, no, wait.
All right, well, I'll mess with that next time. We're not
So you're just gonna have a gremlin?
character sheets, or is that still showing the video?
I just see four of us and your purple window.
Okay, so I can change windows without showing my whole screen. Cool. All right, Twitch. Woo! Sweet. Let's reset our end of session stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what there?
Why do I just feel, I think I did it last time, but I kind of feel like we're in that secretly undermine authority phase where that needs to happen again.
Oh yeah, we stole a cop car. I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
It's like we're waking up.
Coming back to me.
We didn't get really drunk this time.
No.
And perhaps I'll also try to show someone I've still got it.
I think with the family connection, I need to do the memory of a late family member.
I did new answering machine message probably. No, they don't mean anything anymore.
They mean as much as ever. I mean,
They mean
it's
just
a
as
story
much
thing.
in that they are my sole purpose.
It's all about story, man.
I will get rid of whatever gets in my way. I'm gonna. Whoa.
You have a free pizza at Domino's.
I don't know.
Boy, pizza.
Oh no, girls, we gotta go get a pizza. I'm gonna show someone got it too. We still got it contest, or maybe it'll be a still got it community.
It's true. We would assist each other in like a double mega Voltron display of still gotting it.
Yeah. And then I'll share a memory of a late family member,
Nice.
of which I have one that we know of. I can make up others.
All my notes are
My
really
imagination, anything could happen.
These are my really good notes I have. This is like
Cool.
all
I've
the
seen
notes.
them. They're very confusing.
That's like all the notes.
I
for
tried
all
to
the
solve the
sessions we've
mystery. He does not have the answer to the mystery on there.
done. No. It's in your hearts.
That's locked in a vault with the wooden mask.
Oof. That's why we're not going to do it.
All right, I think we left off on the everyone putting hands in and doing mavens with.
Oh, yes.
Well, this is
Ken.
weird.
Oh, God.
Your video and audio is not in sync for me. What's
Oh
going on?
no. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
You're not for me either. It's great. I love
Oh.
it.
Oh.
A weird puppet man.
So you're talking while Mark from the past is saying this.
That's right. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, I'm like a second behind.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
We'll work
pretty
with
bad.
it. Okay.
I can't tell if you're doing it on purpose now because you probably could.
It's weird.
It's like when you look at the security camera and you're like a second behind.
Technology. Mark is out of phase with time. At least his audio seems to be.
Yeah, the audio seems
That's
to be
good.
fine. So
Yeah.
So at least we're hearing you in real time and not like
my
delayed.
space
That
work
would
will
be
just
most
be a little bit.
confusing.
See a fish that's like about that big, and
It's like you're like whispering up and it's like,
So much of the game relies on through.
really, we're gonna like fuck up the word at a time.
Just with my other sister said, "Yeah, let's all sing Happy Birthday." Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, great.
One episode we were doing the song dance at dinner,
Oh,
and I realized this. There's lots of that's great.
This. Put it.
Two.
We gotta put the little
The little gremlin.
gremlin. I hit delete. Yeah, yeah, later. Okay, that's good. That's good.
It was buff for me.
Well, anyway,
All those millions of fans who come to enjoy our videos every
I
week.
know
we're gonna get
technology is.
complaint letters.
I write to complain in the strongest possible terms. The quality of your video. All right. What did you all do after?
Yeah.
There we go. I think I froze up a little bit there.
Yeah, I missed what you just said. Other than I think you were asking us what we had done.
Yeah, where you can go with ATN Edwards, or Gary's in the car. I guess waiting downstairs too.
Well, I know my thought was that we need to find some way to distract Alvin so that we can investigate the lighthouse with impunity. It's my suggestion.
I like it. I hope it's a complicated plan.
Alvin might be having a bad time right now.
Yeah.
He got a little bit roughed up outside the fish market.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. The fish guys. Oh man.
The fishmongers.
Feel a little responsible.
Yeah, we are.
That's fine because Alvin sucks.
Have we?
Oh. Alvin sucks.
Have we talked to either Thurgood Bryant, the fisherman, or Genevieve Deshane, the mayor?
No, I don't think you talked to Marvin Deshane either. Yet.
One of which is a.
None of
The
those
dog.
sound even vaguely familiar.
We have not met. We have not met all the characters.
That might be a side quest to try if we get an opportunity.
Hey, we might get some clues.
Oh yeah, we need more clues.
We have what? We have 8 clues now.
I believe so. Yeah.
Ooh,
One,
get in there.
2,
Let's see how many we can get.
and it's
Yes.
Asking him a I can only ever get this many clues. Or
Yeah.
What can
no,
I just need it.
and how does the rolling work? So is there a point like once you have many clues, it's a guaranteed win? You can't possibly fail it.
Since you ran a 2, you would need win actually is plus like 10 for a guaranteed 12. So 8 guaranteed 8 for a 8 for a guaranteed win for sure.
All these rhetorical questions.
All right.
Can you tell I was in QA for many years?
Oh, sweet. What about this weird edge?
What if I get a clue that's a negative number?
I have 255 clues and find one more.
Now you have negative 255 clues.
I've used one of the keywords as my clue.
Yeah, I'm joking sometimes about my current job being accidental QA. Like,
Oh
here,
no.
just go to the diagnostic page. Go to the diagnostic page. Page crashes. Server behind page crashes. Everything's on fire.
Oh no.
I found a way to break the diagnostics page.
You
I'll
go to
write
it.
up a ticket. Okay, so we're gonna try and get back to the lighthouse and do more clue
So
hunting there.
step one is what do we do to distract out or make sure he's out of the picture while we're snooping?
Spread a rumor in Mucky Point that there's a doppelganger of Alvin. Or we disguise me as Alvin and then tell everybody that there is a doppelganger coming in from Brindlewood Bay and that if they see him, they should arrest him.
I love this plan so much. I'm in.
So the vehicle you have right now, I think, is the Gary Mobile.
Oh, no.
It's probably
TM.
a snug fit with all 3 of you plus Gary plus ATN plus Akiko, but you can definitely
We could have Gary, since he's police officer, call or radio or whatever, Monkey Point Police / Alvin, and be like, hey, I just want we thought we'd need to let you know that we saw someone pretending to be you in Brindlewood Bay, and last we spotted them, or maybe they were headed back towards Monkey Point. You should probably head to the entry to this town and keep an eye out for them.
I like the way you think.
Oh, God.
Do you want to do that plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll find more ways to complexify it as we go.
This will get us so many clues.
But the question is, so is there one way into Monkey Point, or is there only like one road into Monkey
There's
Point?
really only one main way from your direction, but you could probably, you could probably find your way in.
Do we have... Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if we had a Monkey Point map. Like, would we know about locations other than the 3 we have been to?
And it's a pretty small, like there's one main road that has the roadhouse, the museum, the gas station, the bait and tackle shop, and there might be a couple side streets coming off of that, but mostly it's just that one main road. There's not a lot to map out.
I was just thinking if we have Alvin watch the entrance to town, and we need a way into town where he doesn't see us coming into town. Or else we don't tell him that till we're already in town, and then we tell him to go watch the entrance to town.
Yeah, there you go.
Options.
Yeah, so Gary is happy to make a radio call into Mucky Point Police Cybernet or whatever it is. Who wants to talk Gary through it?
I guess I'll do it since
Yeah, I feel like it would make more story sense for Rue to do it. It would make comedy sense for Hyacinth to do it. I don't know how we shut that necessarily.
I think it's going to be a composure.
Constant tension.
Role. So, Rue, what do you think is the worst thing that could happen if they get onto Gary?
Oh, not Gary.
the worst thing that could happen was like somebody, probably Hyacinth, ends up making a noise and he realizes Gary's is aiding the fugitives.
I think even that Alvin will be on the approaching a location or there already, and just keep you on the phone while he and tries to.
That doesn't sound like Alvin. That sounds
So that's a composure roll +2.
Yeah, and I don't think my swishy coat does much over you.
Probably not.
Probably can't. Do you hear
As
that?
to your confidence.
Do you hear the swishing? It's very dashing over here. So
What can he improvise, or can she improvise with in the room to
I
make this
got
work?
an 11.
Nice. So yeah, you hear Gary's side of the conversation, and yeah, can I talk to Constable Deshane? You're who? Okay. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, yeah, I was just saying that it would be really neighborly of us to come up and help you out. I heard you were having some trouble with some lawbreakers. Uh-huh.
Lawbreakers.
Yeah. So the sheriff is busy, but my name is Gary Duncan. I'm the deputy, and I'm more than happy to come help out, right? And oh, he is. Oh, they did. Oh, it's awful. Well, I'll come talk to you, and yeah, okay. I'll meet you there. Roger, over and out. Roger. Check. Click. Um,
Gary's last name is Duncan.
yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I have that written down from our first session even. Gary Duncan. Gary
That's
Duncan.
the real clue is learning about your friends.
Mystery
So Gary's
solved.
I called into Monkey Point PD, and Constable Deshane was not there because he had been assaulted down here in Brindlewood Bay by somebody.
Ah, that's a shame.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
It is widely known that he sucks.
Yeah, his brother actually was attending the phones. He had to get someone to help out with the gas station, so he's not deputized and he's not a law officer by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he works at a gas station. While he was recuperating or seeing the doctor or whatever. So I don't think he knows any of us. He certainly doesn't know me, and he doesn't know Frenchie over here. So I think if we go and just talk to Marvin, we'll be fine. I don't know if Alvin is going to be around to give anyone guff.
Cool. Sounds like a perfect plan.
What could
What
go
could go
wrong?
wrong?
Nothing I can see.
We'll find a way. Mark my words.
So it's a remarkably short drive to Monkey Point. It doesn't take more than an hour or so. And
What's wrong with that bus?
I don't know, that bus is and it is evening again, and you're coming in probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. So
I'm not convinced Monkey Point exists during the day.
ooh,
We've never been there during the day.
you did see it in the morning. That's when you stole the cop car.
I don't know.
But everything was kind of fuzzy. So
That could have been a fever dream.
yeah, there's lots of weird dreams going on. The approach is pretty uneventful, and Gary, rolls onto the main drag with everyone in tow. The ATN is constantly just sort of like playing with the button to raise and lower the window. Everything. He's like marveling at. I think he probably asks Hyacinth to borrow her phone for a second to sort of play with the buttons.
Hyacinth tells him everything she knows about how phones work.
Yeah, which is
Yes.
so he's acclimating remarkably well, but he's still wondrous. So you are back at Monkey Point in the evening. You can see the folks at the Golden Bowl starting to roll in there, and otherwise, it's a sleepy nighttime town with no police.
Go get drunk.
No, no.
I'm kidding. Let's go to the lighthouse.
We can steal this town, rob this town blind.
Let's steal us a little town.
Let's steal the lighthouse and take it back to Brindlewood.
Yeah, we need to make sure.
Submarine park.
Turns into
I bet you need the park anymore.
Should we burn it? We should give it back.
You could.
I like that.
Or like, I guess we got like, they got a deal of it.
Or we could just leave a little tag on it and say, sorry, this seems to have wound left outside the...
Thanks for letting us borrow.
So there's
XO,
actually
XO.
a light on at the museum, and if you want to turn down the road to the lighthouse, that's
no.
an easy little drive down there too. Where you want to
So
go.
we have the part in a purse somewhere or something.
Yeah, it's in my like medical bag.
Well, it depended, because Etienne took it from us, didn't he?
He looked at it for a while, right?
Yeah, I think he looked at it and was like, "Oh, I recognize this. This is from that U-boat I helped sink with magic."
Just didn't know if he gave it back or if it was still back in his apartment or what.
You could probably have it on hand if you would like it.
Cool.
Yeah, we should give it back, definitely. We should try to give it back without being noticed at
Yeah.
all.
At all.
Another Indiana Jones swap.
They want to head over to the museum with the light on.
Yes.
It's not pressing, but it is on my list. We do not have to do it first.
Well, the thing is, it'll probably close by the time we're done at the lighthouse.
That's true. We should probably do it first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, who wants to go in?
Plus, why is the light on? Isn't Eleanor? Where's Eleanor now?
Oh, that's right, because Eleanor.
Oh, she got away with murder.
That's right. Remember our relationship with her? We took her down, and then she was released.
Oh no.
Unless she was
know.
in some sort of weird, like, cult fugue state or something.
Well, she doesn't remember the first part for sure. The being a weird masked zombie.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she probably remembers us accusing her of all that and saying she was a murderer.
Oh, God.
That part I'm sure she probably remembers.
So
That
you
was
go to the
herself.
museum, or
In that case, should we just leave it on the front stoop and, like, ring the doorbell and run away?
Yeah,
Probably a safer bet.
that sounds really good.
Can stealing a bicycle help us with this somehow?
I think we might need to switch the tires on a bike.
Maybe we should just like have one round of non-alcoholic drinks at the tavern, and we'll just like leave it sitting on a table in the corner of the tavern.
Next to the crab person book.
Yeah, and then somebody will find it. Hey, how did this get here? That's weird.
Ooh, spooky thing.
so what's it gonna be?
Or we could take it to the gas station and put it in with like car parts and stuff.
We have so many good plans for this.
There's also a dog mare. We could frame the dog mare.
Oh, Genevieve is the dog?
Genevieve is a dog.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Shiny coat, good teeth. Mère medallion on her collar.
Well, I'd say since it was Inez's mission, it's kind of up to you how we do it. We're just
Yeah.
presenting.
Oh no, now there's too many
ideas.
options. I like the ding dong ditch way. So we're gonna try to leave it on the front little stoop without getting seen, and with like a little note that says like, "Oops, found this. I remember seeing it in our anyway. Bye."
Inez roll with presence, I think.
Oh man, I should have been
Or
reasonable.
vitality. Well, it works out the same.
Okay.
What do you think is the worst thing that could happen while while leaving this for Eleanor.
I didn't quite hear you, but I imagine you were asking what's the worst thing that
Yeah.
happened. And I imagine Eleanor will catch us and try to get us turned in back where we were, where Alvin was.
She'll come up our end and start acting like we were messing with her.
No. Points. Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 dice.
Gun crime and monkey point.
Oh no, I rolled a 6.
Ooh. Yeah, so as you leave the U-boat shrapnel at the front door, you hear the jingle jangle of the door opening. Standing above you, and instead of the pistol she had before, it looks like one of the German Mausers. It looks like an antique, but she has it leveled at your head and says, "I knew you'd be back," and pulls the trigger.
All right, now we're gonna just keep going. No crowns. We're gonna make it through this. All right, I got some smooth negotiation skills. All right, Eleanor, please don't do that. I'm sorry about all the mean things I said about you behind your back.
Sidewalk. Your brains are on the sidewalk.
Okay, but like I go step
T-1000s back together.
Oh.
Nicole just refuses to use crowns. He's like, well, I guess you ought to continue to do it without me. Guess there's only 2 mavens now.
Tell my story. I'll sit here the whole time.
Oh, great. I'll get a check mark for telling a story about IS.
Yeah, tell my story. Oh,
Mark, break.
I want to see some more crown action.
Yeah.
Okay. How do the crowns work?
Just say which one you want to use.
One on.
Yeah.
I want to use the thing that will keep me from dying, which is we could. I don't know if I have this many relatives. I guess a fond memory.
All right. Yeah. So
or do we want to do? Or is this like this? This is the crown of the queen, right? Not the crown of the void. Okay.
Yeah.
And in context, how would this be happening?
This will just be you narrating a flashback, and then your role
instead of getting
retroactively
murdered.
bumped up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Instead of getting murdered.
Death setting.
All right. I'll play by your rules, Major. Yeah. When most people talk about their partners, there's those small moments. They talk about just liking being in the presence of the other person, or these little things, but I don't really remember much of that with Vera, and I don't remember much of it that was not, how we should say, volatile. We both had our own short fuses in kind of different ways. I am a little bit impulsive and was not well suited to academia, whereas Vera was very well suited to academia and the love structure and rules as much as I like trying to find ways around them, and played power structures in through the rules, whereas I like to find ways around them. So there weren't that many good memories, except for Vera and I did have in common that we both loved power and ways to get it. So I had this notebook. We called it my faculty's book. And she used to make fun of me for keeping it. And she always wanted to play by the actual book and not the faculty favorites book. But one time she was up for assistant professor, and They weren't gonna put it through. She came home and was really broken up about it. And I didn't know what to do, because if it was me, I would find some way to cheat around it, or I don't know. But we just sat there, and I think I, for the first time, wasn't trying to solve something for her. And she just cried, and I held her. And it's not necessarily like a happy memory, but it's the fondest one I have of Vera.
All right, that's great. So you are leaving the piece of the U-boat on the front steps of the museum, and the door jiggles open, and you look up, and Eleanor is there. And
You should blow your brains out again.
And so
And I duck.
She just looks at you, kind of wide-eyed, and what are you doing here?
Okay, so now that I have you here, I'm wondering, I left something. So this ended up in my bag, and you may have noticed you have a new artifact, and it'd be cool to get that back if you still have it and haven't. Anyway, how are you, Eleanor? Last time we saw you, it was not great.
She snatches the piece of U-boat, the thing, and runs inside and slams the door.
Okay,
And,
bye.
you can see her running back into the museum area behind the curtain.
There's a murderer still inside this museum. Well, I guess we did the right thing, at least. We're just gonna leave Eleanor there. It seems. I don't know, ladies. What do you think?
Let's get to the lighthouse.
Yeah. I don't.
Quicker we're out of Mucky Point, the better.
I agree. Fuck this place.
I put a bomb in the part. No.
Whoa! Hi, SM. Well, we better get away from here then.
Cool. So Gary has been watching the whole thing from the car, and he's like, "Is everything okay?" She looked. I don't know her. If she's always like that, she looked like crazy mad.
Did Gary have a vision of the alternate timeline?
No.
I like to think that Gary has like the psychic powers of like no. He's like Garnet from Crystal Gems, where he can see all the pathways.
Cool. So it's lighthouse time.
Lighthouse time.
So
unless something else interesting comes up.
You are able to roll down to the lighthouse pretty easily, and much as you left it, the door to the shack is closed. The door to the lighthouse is closed.
All I know is
there
there
actually out.
better be some damn clues here. If we come back here and be like explorers, like, no, there's nothing here. Yeah, all right, let's move on.
I mean,
Start digging in. Sorry, I was just gonna say a dumb thing.
Yeah.
Start digging in the sand.
Oh, I was going to ask, is there anyone left? There's no one left at the lighthouse, right?
No,
So we can.
in fact, the light is out now.
Oh no! We gotta save the lighthouse.
That doesn't seem good.
So we have free reign of the shack, for example.
Yeah.
All right, we live here now.
Our lighthouse now.
Ours. I'm gonna go put the light back on, or try to figure out how.
We should load up the doubloons.
Oh God! So you go check out the basement and get the doubloons. We'll go hunting through the shack for any clues.
We refuse to steal from the museum, of which we hated.
Well,
But the balloons we found.
So who's going down to the basement first?
Let's see if Gary can come with, because I'm old and I can't lift chests.
Yeah.
balloons.
Yeah, like my cat flashlight. I got my bang bang. If it's wrong, let's do it.
And when we're there, which is top of the house.
perfect.
Okay. So
Hey,
let's go
there.
down to the basement
And
of the lighthouse, and
And maybe
So-
Etienne goes along too. We have
Oh, yeah.
him in
yeah,
Hey,
you
Maven.
can go down too.
Do
Yeah,
it
so
once.
the three of you go down, and everything is more or less the way you left it. It's still weird and creepy, and the door to the downstairs is open. Was there a door? If there is, it's open. And as you go down, you notice all the things are in place. Two things are different. There's no machine noise anymore. Whatever mechanism had been making the lighthouse run and turn is inactive.
We should probably
And
fix that.
the place where the chest was, the lid is off, the hole is open, and
Son of a...
there's nothing to be found.
Oh no!
There is
It
a
must be around there somewhere.
red splotch mark against the far wall.
Stephen's
Yeah.
blood.
Should lick it and make sure though.
Oh god.
Gary's just like, so where's the gold? Where's the thing that you wanted me to carry?
Apparently the midwives beat us here.
And when you say midwives, Etienne, like he says in English, he's like, I know that word.
It's Marianne.
And he like goes white and staggers back a little bit. Wait, it's a bad place.
I explained to him that there was like a big thing of gold here that supposedly belonged to the midwives, who I'm guessing are Marianne's.
Oh yeah, we need to
Followers.
stop Marianne too while we're at it.
However, as long as we're down here, we should probably figure out how to get the lighthouse going again.
Yeah.
Poke around a little bit and meddle some.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous out there in the ocean. Keep
Metal with
This really seems like a MacGyver type moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Solve the lighthouse with MacGyver.
Yeah.
The blush of blood.
It seems like MacGyver is training lighthouse working again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a comically large wrench by the machinery.
Just in the true spirit of God, can we say that Gary has a Swiss Army knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a spool of twine as well.
Is there any way we can play the MacGyver theme into?
I bet there is.
Possible.
Something like figuring out MacGyver.
Don't
Like
actually
the
know MacGyver theme.
Heath is gonna like learn it and play it.
Exactly. Well, I figured while he was looking, you know.
That sounds right.
Something like that. So what? I mean, I think like, what am I trying to do? What do I see? What am I trying to accomplish? I guess here.
Are you poking around, or are you trying to fix the lighthouse?
I want to get the lighthouse going again.
Okay, cool. So use those two things to figure out how to do that.
But what am I getting going? Is there like
Just wind it back up.
Is there a
Yeah,
machinery down
Yeah,
here?
there's some sort of like machine apparatus with the big shaft that goes up to the top, because that's how lighthouses work.
Oh,
They're like carousels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just
Need to
really tall
get-
carousels.
Gary, could I borrow that Swiss Army knife of yours?
Oh yeah, sure.
Look at some screwdrivers. I need to open a panel here on the machinery. I can see what's going on inside. Just... Good. Is he from our on? Yeah, so we'll with that because that goes my narrative. So I see turn off days. There's a fail safe somewhere in town. A lighthouse. It's too hot, and then the oil starts evaporating. There's a safety shut off. So, unfortunately, that's not going to be cool until morning. We can't wait because it's going to come around at night. So, what we need to do is get this here wrench. We just wedge it in there where it knocks that safety lever up. Normally, it would just get re-triggered again. We can find here. Now, it's vital we remember to undo this in the morning. Because if we don't, the lighthouse will destroy itself.
All right.
But this will at least keep the light on during the night.
What do you think the worst thing that could happen right now as you're trying to fix that is?
That perhaps it's already too overheated, and so within an hour the lighthouse will destroy itself anyway.
Yeah, I think even worse. It
No.
will not take an hour. The lighthouse will start. There'll be a fire will start in the bottom and quickly rise up to the top where.
Yeah, 'cause there's lots of oil in there. They're very flammable.
Yeah. So I think that's a advantage with reason. Right.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, you got a 1. Yeah. Right.
Bye. Even with my +1, I get a 4.
Wow!
Wow! Like 1, 1, 2.
I guess.
Okay.
We're killing it today.
It doesn't show me the individual roll. It just shows me the total of the 3D.
So we could just ask you.
list.
We could ask Gary to stand out with his light.
So yeah, you throw your wrench in the machinery, and the thing that happens when you throw the wrench in the machinery happens. You're like, it starts spinning up, and you're like great, totally worked. And it starts sparking.
Twine is probably flammable too.
Yeah, the twine got dragged through the oil and petrol and stuff that was on the floor, making a wonderful little fuse. So when the machine started sparking, it just rushed out and hit all the open stuff in the basement, and the basement is ablaze. And would you like to use that?
We're gonna make it work.
Would you like to use a battery
Don't do it.
funeral for
Seems
everyone?
like a thing we should probably do.
Now we can fix this.
Crowns are for cowards.
Yeah, I tried hard not to. Let me see. We'll narrate a scene in the present day showing a burgeoning romance.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So as you're fixing up the equipment, what happens there?
I'll be like, oh no. Just trying to think how this would go. So this is before, so things have not gone off.
Things have not gone. Yeah,
fire.
it's not gone on fire yet.
So as I'm working, I'm like, it's so nice to have you here, Etienne, even though, I mean, speaking to him in French.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still call you Etienne? How does this?
My name
Your name?
is Etienne. I was given the name Etienne when I was.
Oh, so the fact you're in a body of a person whose name is Etienne as well.
Very interesting. Yes.
It's so interesting because I'm such good friends with former Etienne.
That's for sad.
It is. But this time, you must know it was such an interesting experience for you as well. Back in the world, you don't even know.
And by your reckoning, I would be 80 years old, but this body is not. I assure you.
Yeah, indeed, I know. I've always found that you're a very handsome fellow. And yet now you have this certain old world charm. You remind me a bit of my...
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, it's some je ne sais quoi. You have some of the best traits that I loved about my late husband, Roger.
Ah, you've been married.
I have. Unfortunately, Roger's passed now. I'm an eligible single lady.
Oh. Everyone I know must be long dead as well, so
Indeed. Seems we only have each other right now.
it appears that way. And he sort of puts his hand on yours where the wrench is and helps you steady it. And oh, be very careful and wrap the rest of the twine around the wrench here so it does not catch fire.
Oh,
As
thank
many
you.
things
Yeah.
in
You know what they say, many hands make light work.
I don't know that saying, but
Oh God. Oh God.
It's a good saying, applicable in many scenarios.
If we were near the basement, we are no longer near the basement. But I'm gonna let them.
And Gary's just standing there with the flashlight, like.
He's just hearing a bunch of French. He doesn't understand it.
You guys,
he feels the tension, but he doesn't understand the words.
You know, I'm
Or he just
gonna,
assumes everything in French sounds romantic.
I'm gonna go
True.
upstairs and help out Inez with the lighthouse spinny thing.
Oh, it's a good plan, Gary. See if she's making any progress.
And as he heads up the stairs, the machinery cranks up. A few sparks are thrown out, but the lighthouse cranks into motion.
We make a good team, Etienne.
I believe we do.
Whew.
Well, I suppose for now we should probably join the others up at the top.
In the meanwhile, Inez, what are you doing up top?
I think now that I'm realizing that it's a carousel and not a lighthouse. I think I am getting in position to check and be able to yell down if it's working. Also, I like being up there because you can see everything.
Yeah. So
I'm also like maybe I have my binoculars out and I'm doing a little snooperoony before, and then like waiting for it to start making noise and letting Rue know that it's working. Yeah, snooperoony.
You're snooperoony?
With my binoculars. I'll have you go.
So you're with the dish with reason probably.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Go. I have to there. Okay, let's please something. Oh no. Okay, it'll be fine. Oh, okay. I rolled 7.
We've had too many games where we just had hot rolling streaks. It's all coming back now.
It's got to be a 10, but only because of all those buffers.
Everything's fine. Great.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? As you sort of pour over the town and seashore and whatnot, you sort of like the lighthouse has windows clearly, and as you sort of look across the horizon and into the town and the ocean and whatnot, you see a giant piece of rope that has that's just like slick with blood, and you realize that it's not outside, it is inside, and you look, and hanging on the wall on the seaward side of the lighthouse, you didn't really notice it before. It's a piece of rope that looks like it was like pulled apart, and it's just kind of like flecked with blood everywhere, and it's hanging from the sort of like the top sill of one of the windows in the lighthouse. That is your clue. Piece of frayed rope Sprinkled with blood.
Side note, you know what a lighthouse is?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't even making things up. You're like,
The
whatever
opposite
a
of the
lighthouse
Starcom.
is.
It's where they hang animals from ropes. And
Yeah.
That's why
There's always a base all the time.
Yeah. That's why I play.
All right.
And then the fruit.
you found that rope.
Yeah. Frayed rope.
Uh,
And that's 9 clues. So if you
Yeah.
put them
All right.
together-
I'm gonna go.
and as you're sort of like looking at this piece of rope, Gary runs up the stairs, and the light like flicks on, and he gets like blinded by it as it comes.
No, Gary, no!
He's like,
Gary!
"It works! Oh God!" And just
We
falls
just learned your
backwards,
name.
and like thumps. You hear him thumping down the stairs backwards.
Oh no!
No, Gary!
No! Ow!
What crown do we put on to stop?
It's so funny to see Mark do it with the delay. Is this comically bad or is Gary hurt?
Both.
Because I will put on every crown I have for Gary.
Oh, this is left over from. This is Ruse 7 coming back to bite her.
Oh no. Let's put all of our crowns on. Gary
Hold
can't
on.
get hurt.
I undid that.
You did the fire, but you still have it.
You got to the next.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
Where is Hyacinth and Go at this point?
We were going to check out the shack. I figured Hyacinth was just going to tell Akiko to look for anything
Cool.
weird in the shack and drag it out if she found it.
As you go to the shack, you notice there's a boat, a little small rowboat that was not on the shore before. The other one was still there, right? The one with the skeleton in it.
Yeah.
And it's like closer to the sort of like walkway down to the beach, and there's someone sitting in it. The shack is open, and you can easily go in. Do you want Akiko and yourself to poke around in there as well?
Let's see. I could do that. I could first go in the guise of Jeffrey Chavitz and talk to whoever's in the boat. But I think, let's see. Would it be okay with you two if I just went to the shack?
With us?
Yeah.
Okay. We're always a fan of efficiency.
Yeah, we let it up.
So yeah, we're checking the shack then. I'll provide any clues or anything.
Alright, we're fine.
Cool. Let's do a meddling roll then, and I think that's gonna be reason.
Okay. With advantage, that is a 3 and a 4. I will try re-rolling the 3. That's still a 3 and a 4, so that's 8 with the 1 reason added to it.
That's a 9. All right. Yeah. So poking around, you find more. It's just a mess in there, and sort of you poke around, and Akiko starts sort of like pawing at one of the bunks and sort of batting at the pillow, and sort of like do it under, trying to dig into it. And,
Yeah.
Underneath the bunk, and it's the bottom one, is a looks like a some sort of log book.
Mhm.
Looking through it, it is clearly a log kept by Cyrus with daily goings on, like listings of repairs done, look up to visit and whatnot, and there are several entries where you're like this, where he not only notes the time with him, which is business was being detained by Alvin on multiple occasions
Ow.
for drunken disorderly conduct. But he
All Alvins are bastards.
records it in a way that is slightly more emotional than their dispassionate log entries. There's a lot of colorful sea language used to describe our couple, and where he can put his ticket for drunk disorderly.
So Hyacinth, of course, takes a photo of this and sends it off to her friends. Who knows where that
I'm getting some kind of link for a porn site.
off of a Chinese cat Africa.
Okay. This one's new.
We have Cyrus is also not super impressed with Steven's work as a housekeeper. Constantly is sort of not using as colorful language as he would for Alvin, but basically just picking all the things that he did wrong and how he doesn't deserve to get paid for this and whatnot.
So not a good manager is what I'm hearing about.
Wow, yeah.
Great. What are you all doing next?
Well, when I come back outside the shack, is the boat still there?
Yeah.
With the mysterious figure?
Yeah, and you can actually see a little, like a small glowing spot and a little wisp of smoke going up.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Just ignore it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, man.
Touch it. Dote on it.
How many crowns do I have? Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll go talk to the mysterious figure in the boat. Probably get killed. Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh. You're forgiven in advance.
That's sort of like the stereotypical New England fisherman, John, like the fisherman kind of feel, Gordon's fisherman, and he's just staring. He's sitting in his boat, smoking a pipe, staring out into the sea. You can hear him.
Oh, that's the glowing. Okay, good.
Muttering something. And get closer, he's just kind of like, you can't really make out what he's saying at all. But he does not turn when you approach.
Oh, okay. So I have a sense of friendly greeting.
Hello! He looks over his shoulder. Kind of. How close are you?
I think at this point she's still like 20 feet away.
Okay. So you can kind of see him sort of like grimace and turn back. He's not the Monkey Point cute. He's got like an abnormally cute nose.
Let's see. And yeah, she should probably just go back and join her friends at this point, but she's going to keep walking towards them. Somehow her first gets through the tool belt and she's jangling and hello.
Yeah. He turns. What? What do you need?
Let's see. Me and my friends are investigating that terrible death that happened over at the lighthouse to poor Mr. Cyrus.
Oh, you know more about Cyrus than the boy, I see.
Oh, well, we know who killed the boy.
Oh, do you?
But we have no idea what might have happened or how things happened to Cyrus, and it's looking more and more suspicious. Did you know the boy?
I knew them all. This is the close to the land.
Oh, well, I bet you're happy to see that the lighthouse has gotten working again.
Some of those
Has
ships
it
out
gotten
there,
working?
they use more modern methods of navigation, but I just rely on the senses and the lights and the stars and the sea.
And so you knew Cyrus. Did he have any enemies?
A medal while we're here. See, this is a good precedence, I think.
Of which I have none. Crime soon. That's it. And that is an 8.
8. Oh, Cyrus. I knew Cyrus. I knew the boy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not many men would allow someone like me into their home, such as it is. But on the nights when it's too terrible to stay at sea, I'd sleep on the floor in that shack up there, the one you came out of. Hope you're not rummaging around.
What? Why would I do that? And she's just terrible at lying, obviously.
And he gives you a sniff. He's like, "You're from Brindlewood, aren't you? Always like your Brindlewoods to be sniffing around." I heard one of the nights, couldn't sleep, staring at the ceiling, eyes plastered open, lying on the floor, listening to the sound of the storm. And over the sound of the storm, Cyrus, asleep, snoring, talking. Just said how much he hates. How much he hates. He didn't call him by name, but he said the law. No man's law can keep a man like me down. I hate it. I hate it.
This is what Cyrus said?
This is what Cyrus said. I can't say that I disagree with him, but
I tell you stories about Cyrus. My Sam was a sailor by trade. And the thing that he all
I see the sea in me dreams. It calls to me. She always wants to return, doesn't she? Back from waiting. Suppose that's why I became a fisherman. What's your excuse?
I suppose that's why I ended up in Brindlewood. After passed, that is.
The sea called you?
In a way. I mainly recall that he started as a sailor and then became, well, more of an archaeologist adventurer type, and I tagged along. But the thing that was always the most beautiful to him was that the way that the sea looked on a calm night after a storm. When you first saw all the clouds part, he said, and you could see the moon shining down on the still water. And in that moment, he could feel, he said, that after he was gone, that the sea would still be there forever. And because he loved it so much, a little of him would be there too.
There's a little of all of us in the sea, isn't there? And vice versa.
I think that's what he really meant.
He sort of taps his on the side of his head, inside his head. Well, I'm not wondering much. I'm going to put it off and don't come sort of to the down from the shack in the lighthouse to the beach, and you see a couple of flashlights.
Great.
No,
and he gets out of to hot water.
I jumped into the
What are you doing, you crazy woman?
Smart Prime and Monkey Point. I just know that those people are up to no good. All you need to sail a little bit off the shore and I'll keep an eye on them.
Don't tell me where to sail.
Sorry?
I'm going back out to sea where I belong. You can tell me where you want to go as much as you will, but
She's like trying to push off from the shore while people are still coming down.
Yeah, he's still pushing off, and he, you're in the water now, and he gets to his oars and just starts rowing.
Okay, I'm in the water, but not in the boat, or?
Oh, you're in the boat if you want to be.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sailing away.
Okay.
Inez, from where you are, you can see these
No!
these lights. Like you can basically like, okay, Gary fell upstairs. I see lights down there. You can see there are people heading down towards the.
See Hyacinth hop in the boat.
You see Hyacinth hop in the boat. And the old man like, okay.
You're gonna have to get in that skeleton boat and go after her.
Rue, you hear a sing thud as Gary hits the ground floor of the lighthouse.
Gary.
What are you doing down there?
Putting on a crown.
Putting on a crown! Undo what you did.
I already put on a crown and undo what I did. I didn't undo that part of it, apparently.
And you hear him going, ow, God!
I suppose we'd probably rush right over to him. Gary!
Gary!
Are you okay, Gary?
I have a medical bag we could go into.
Oh, yeah, if you want to. Yeah, he's like, something, I don't know if it's broken, but he tries to like, push himself against the wall. He's like, fuck! Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Something. And he sort of like slips back against the wall. I'm okay. It's just, son of a gun.
Do we need to call an ambulance, Gary, or what?
I could use,
broken?
do you have some Advil or something? This hurts a lot.
Yeah, can I meddle with Gary's body?
I think Dr.
Fix
Chavez
him.
is out to sea right now. So.
Yeah, Dr. Chavez isn't here, but I can do ear, nose, throat.
I mean,
situation.
surely you have some Advil or something in your medical bag, right?
I bet I do.
Yeah,
you have
you
a standard
absolutely
medical
do.
bag?
Yeah.
Can I fix him though?
You can try. What do you think is the worst thing that could happen?
Oh no, we already fucked up, Gary. I don't want to hurt him anymore.
Well, if it goes wrong, you can put on a crown.
That's true. Yeah, this is our chance to put a crown and undo Gary's
Put on a
clothes.
crown.
Gary's crown will protect him at all my crowns.
What do you think happen is?
Oh no, I make it worse.
He breaks something else.
Push him down the stairs more. We both fall.
He falls
And we
into the
explode.
And the lighthouse explodes.
And Hyacinth has to watch it.
The remainder of the campaign is just Hyacinth.
Drifting out.
So this is with reason and with advantage, so you have a pretty good shot at helping him out.
Yeah, I can do this.
Just a reminder, not that you necessarily have to here, we do have a Golden Crown Mysteries we can pull at any time.
Oh yeah, we need to have that ready for the next time.
Whenever we want a really badass roll.
Yeah. Or would it turn this one into a void one?
Yeah, because that's for a
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
For void clues.
Yeah.
Which we
We don't need to get Gary involved in our nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It's less void clues and just like void stuff.
Void things.
All right, I'm gonna roll advantage and add 3. All right, here we go. I got a 10 plus 3 is a 13.
That is good.
Void Gary.
That's all.
Void.
Yeah, you enact a miraculous cure. He basically
It's called medicine.
It's a miracle. You check
Magnets. How do they work?
ankle was like basically like twisted around backwards, and you were able to snap it back into place.
Yeah, it's all
At which point
folk
he
way.
screamed and put a little splint on it and rubbed some ointment, and it's all better. And he
Does
Wow.
Gary feel better after this than before the entire thing?
Actually, yeah, I had like an
He's
ACL
younger.
thing before, and like I'm better than I ever had before.
Yeah, I put some screws in there while I was in there.
He used to have a little crick in his ankle, which is gone now.
You just like worked it right out. Oh boy.
It was just essentially just like.
Yeah. So the
We used our best rolls to make sure Gary is okay.
Gary
Yeah.
cannot suffer.
and he pushes himself up on the on the wall, and he kind of looks out the door. He's like, "You see those people, right?" And he sort of like, "Okay, I feel good." Where's Hyacinth?
I think I just saw her get in that boat.
Boat? Oh no, they're gonna get her. And he sprints out the door to help.
Don't forget your bang bang.
What are the two of you doing?
So what do we see? So we just saw what's going on around this? What do we know is going on?
So there's some people heading down to the shore. Basically, the lighthouse is up here, and the shack is here. A little path, and there's a path that goes down to the water. There's people who are going down the path to the water.
And Gary is in pursuit of those people.
And Gary has just exited the lighthouse to pursue.
This is like the action scene in the Gary PD episode that is briefly crossing paths.
Slides over the hood of the cop car.
I feel like we should back up Gary with as many times as he's backed us.
Poor Gary.
We can't let him run into that alone.
Yes.
And do we know where Hyacinth is at this point?
I know
Or she's just off somewhere that we don't
in the
know.
boat.
I saw her hop in the boat, I think.
That's in the same direction we're heading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, offshore from.
Yeah.
And from outside, you hear Gary yell, "Freeze! Brindlewood Bay Police!"
And
Brindlewood Bay!
I was about to say, and I'm sure he did stumble like that.
Yeah.
That was exactly what he said.
Brindlewood.
Brindlewood, yeah, Brindlewood.
Bay. Not Lucky Point.
Drop the flashlights. And you hear the flashlights hitting the ground.
Damn right you do.
Yeah. We're here for you, Gary. What can we do?
Stylish outfit help here.
It's true.
I have a sun hat we have not gotten to use yet.
Unfortunately, it's night. So there are two men. One who is kind of rough looking. He's got some greasy overalls on. The other one is kind of spindly, older guy with a limp and very, very cute nose. And they're just sort of like, okay, what's going on? As you catch up to Gary.
Why are you out here?
Why are you out here?
Who are you?
Says the bald. I'll ask the questions around here. Who's this? Why are you in my town?
That's Gary.
Yeah, Gary goes.
So I'll talk to Gary that way.
Never talk. I'm not a This is
You just yell it.
Never talk to Gary like that, you monsters.
Gary's like, "Is that you, Marvin? You're the one I talked to on the phone, or on the radio?" And he puts his gun away because he's been.
Oh God! Trigger discipline, Gary.
Yeah, I'm Marvin Shane. I'm Alvin's brother. You called me, and I'm supposed to be. I mean, I'm not a deputy, but it doesn't seem to stop other people from doing stuff around here. So I grabbed George from the store, and we decided to come out and see what was happening. Why is there a cop and three old ladies and whatever that guy is out here?
He's a fisherman. He's very nice.
The time traveler.
I'm the fish bucket.
Oh, that fish. I thought you were talking about the man in the boat.
Cool. What do you do?
We are here trying to solve a mystery.
What mystery might that be?
Well, it started out.
That's a good question.
Long story.
But we've got time.
Step one, we're still investigating the death of Cyrus, the initial lighthouse keeper. That's step one.
To hell with that old guy. He deserves everything he gets.
Whoa.
It's not very neutrally
Okay.
law
Ooh.
enforcement official of you.
Suspect.
Good, yeah, good time to talk to Marvin about some things.
Does
right.
one of you want to meddle with him?
I mean, somebody should meddle with him.
Yeah, somebody should
Because
meddle.
the way he's talking about Gary, I mean,
Yeah. I wonder if it might make more sense for Rudu. I mean, I does well, but it will be a different flavor.
and Rue does have the stylish outfit.
True.
He does
I could
have
switch my coat around now.
Yeah.
Finally.
I mean, I'll happily do it, but it'll be like antagonizing probably.
All right, I'll switch my coat.
This will definitely
Pretty
be
good, right by seaside. The
with
wind's
Yeah.
coming in, making it flap.
Yeah.
It's mended magically.
Yeah, it's mended by now.
In the miracle of healing Gary's ankle.
Esther mended it for you while you were passed out.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's going to be advantage plus presence, which is 0. So just roll the advantage.
Well, the roll was 11.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's pretty good, and not a
Now
point.
Now we're
here.
doing it. Man.
That's exactly what you want.
Confess, Marvin, confess.
All right, listen, Marvin. We've had about enough attitude from you Monkey Point people. Now, people have died here, and we are here trying to solve a mystery. Now, we ain't got no guff with you. You should have any guff with us. We're all on the same side here.
And the sort of weedy, limpy guy goes, "Look, they're getting away, Marvin. Look, I don't know why you're looking for Cyrus. He like rummages around. He's got like just like crappy like almost like as if a hobo dressed as a normal person. He like rustles on. He like pulls out a stack of like he just has an envelope full of old bills. Like Cyrus would come up to town every week and he'd buy stuff and he'd say, "Put it on my bill." He'd buy fishing gear, he'd buy buckets of worms, he'd buy whiskey, and look at all these, and he like throws it on the ground at your feet. Like that'll cost me hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. I don't know.
And what is a stack of like bills, as in? Oh,
Yeah, the general store would be like, and he always did. And then he went up and died to get out of the bills.
okay. Well,
Just
first
like
off,
that old bastard.
we're not so sure that he's.
It's not like you let him do that though.
Yeah, and Marvin's like, "Oh yeah, someone murdered that guy. He was a dick."
Secondly, sounds like you had a little. I mean, you let him put it on the bill.
It's a
He
small
just
town.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's a small town. Everyone knows each other. I just expected to be paid off before he keeled over. That old bastard, I didn't expect him to die before I did. And what do you care? You're not even from around here. What are you poking your
No,
nose
but we
there
care
for?
about truth and justice.
Oh, truth and justice, right? Hey, Marvin.
And-
Are these...
So wait a minute. Let's roll back on. What are you two doing here? What's going on?
Well,
Start
someone
here.
called up that there was something going on in town, and we heard there was people put on the lighthouse, and we saw some old lady go down to the shore and take off with an old guy in a boat, and they're getting away.
Okay,
Yeah,
they haven't done anything, though I am worried. That is our friend. That is our friend.
We should get them. To
We don't know who the guy
flag down that boat immediately.
Do you know who the guy is? Because we don't know who that guy
That's still Thurgood.
is. Is he all right?
I mean, he doesn't spend a lot of time on land, so it can't be all that good.
Oh, Hyacinth will love him. Oh no, we gotta get him back.
Yeah, Hyacinth, you're in the boat. You're a little ways off the shore now with Thurgood. He is just, he's he's facing you, just rowing and kind of just like staring at you and like muttering like, "Oh, well, let's see, I'm salty."
I think Hyacinth, I know this is a thing on my end of session targets, but I think she is in full-on doting mode.
Oh.
And I see that you managed to keep the sealant really good on all of these, on every main scene through the main gunnels. This is quality work, Thurgood.
I use tar like the olden days. These new fancy silicone cocks are worthless. They make them in order to make them fall apart, so you have to go back and buy more. I get my own tar from the sea.
Is this birchwood?
I cut it down with my own hands.
See, that's the way it's supposed to be done. A man never really knows his boat unless he's built it himself.
You seem to know a fair bit about the sea yourself.
Oh, I'm nowhere near an expert. Oh. And let's see, what else is happening? He has somehow gotten hold of a fish and is holding it up to the cat.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe we should leave her. She seems happy.
I feel like we should call her back and be like, hey.
I think at this point she's going to somehow segue the conversation into explaining the whole story of what's happened so far in Mucky Point, with a long sidebar to explain about the masks and the midwives of the frequent voyage.
Yeah, and here, because the movie version of this is minute per minute, we do all of the episodes again while telling the story. It's a catch-up session so that people watching the show can get.
Yep. When you mention the midwives, he kind of goes quiet because he's muttering under his breath the entire time you're talking as well. But he goes quiet when you mention them and sort of lets you finish your story and stops rowing, and it's just like the drifting and bobbing as you're saying that.
Yeah.
And when you finish, he just says, "Have you seen the lights?"
And yeah, I think Hyacinth pretty much tweaks to this. She's confused for a second and is like, "Oh, the boat ceremony! It was very pretty."
It's not so pretty up close.
Do you participate in the boat ceremony?
No. They
okay.
Come out of nowhere sometimes, it seems. A fog rises up, and before you know it, they're all around you, chanting and singing. There's a noise. It's not kind of this world. Just put out your lamp, put out your pipe, stop rowing until they go away.
So more ominous than friendly.
Aye.
Are they from the church or?
Not from any church that I've seen.
But you haven't recognized anybody on? Are they wearing those weird masks?
I cannot see their faces because of the masks.
Oh, there's a connection. That's who was it? Amanda Delacourt. Amanda Delacourt would always say, "Everything is connected." That's how you work out the truth.
You read mystery novels?
Oh, the Gold Crown mysteries are my favorite. I've been trying to be more widely read lately.
I didn't think Trouble at Sea was her best work.
It has, look, it's not even recognizing that they're good a novel. It's just it did important things for the overall story arc that they were going through, but a lot of the work in the 80s is kind of subpar. Between together all the pieces at the end. It was actually Robin Masterson was experimenting with the form and not concentrating on what made the Golden Crown mysteries great. But what is the ego accuracy of that? I saw some problems myself, but I mean, it's
hard to tell. The third of the book was missing a waterlog, so I didn't really get much resolution out of it.
Oh, I could tell you everything about how that went.
What do you want to make this the Gold Crown Mysteries move?
I'm sorry from a min-maxing perspective, but this
No,
kind of
do
has to
it.
be the.
This is it.
So yeah, this is the Golden Crown mystery of trouble.
This is also the rest of the episode. We're just gonna watch this play out. I'm here.
I just see like me.
We'll find a way.
I just see the two of us and the other two deputy guys just kind of like staring offshore, going like, "What is she do?"
Yeah, well, we're doing is we're saying, I wonder what they're talking
I mean,
about.
should we call them back? Where are they going? Is she,
Maybe we
how
should
long
go
is she going
after
to be
them.
gone? Maybe.
What's the problem or situation that Amanda found herself in that is similar to what you are experiencing? And how does she?
Oh God, I could use some help here. I'm trying to think of like, let's say that in trouble. Let's see.
She's got too many clues and also too many suspects.
Well, I was gonna say that she knew there was a connection between a sailing cult and the murder that happened, but had no idea how to make the connection, how to draw out the cult's involvement. And so what she did in that last third of the book was, oh, this is not a good idea, but
Do it.
she was going to have pretend to have found a cult ad, and claimed that it told her that their god had used it to tell her who the murderer was.
Nice.
And that they needed to atone.
That all makes sense.
Nautical music accompaniment.
What are Inez and Rue doing with everyone up there?
Well, we're just like play acting what we think they're talking about.
And can they be like getting it eerily accurate for no reason?
You know, I think if you just look at them, it's crazy. It looks like they're talking about trouble at sea.
You know what? In Hyacinth is getting animated like she always does about the 80s novels. She will defend them, but she will be the first to point out their mistakes.
But strangely, it looks like, I mean, he's participating in the conversations. Usually it's more her saying a lot of things and people looking puzzled, but this looks like almost like this match back and forth.
Oh, he's the Golden Crowner. Crowny. Crown.
Should we go after them or tell them to come back? Or just, what else? We can just leave and leave her out there with him.
Yeah, we should find a way to get out there to them. She looks like she's having too much fun to be gotten attention of.
Who's got a boat? Is there a boat around here? Any of you got a boat?
Wasn't there a boat here earlier that had a skeleton in it?
There is.
And it doesn't have a skeleton in it anymore.
It doesn't have you buried that skeleton.
Yeah, we buried it, so maybe we could use that boat that's got the spooky boat. We could use the spooky boat. Some people don't mind using the spooky boat.
Gary's like, what do you mean spooky? This is.
That's just what we called it because we found it at night. It's
nighttime.
It's a thing. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. And we don't sit in the one spot. We're like, Gary, don't sit there.
Just Dusty right here.
Gary probably steps in. Like, no, not there.
Oh, is this sand? No, Gary's not sand.
Don't taste it. Don't put that in your mouth.
That's all. Give it to me. All right, so we're rowing it. All right, 8 more to go. All right, we look at the water and see if there's a clue there.
As Eaton and Etienne is kind of not understanding what's happening, so he's hanging back. But Gary is kind of giving the guys a side eye, and Marvin is kind of giving Gary a side eye back, and it seems they have a tense truce going on right now. You're just gonna head down to the boat. The boat is still there on the beach. And
okay, well, when we come back, all of you, before we go rolling out,
Gary says, "Well, maybe these two gentlemen would like to wait in the police car with me. gentlemen. And George is like, I don't think that's a good idea. Marvin's like, wait a minute, you're a cop from Monkey Point. My brother said that a cop from Monkey Point tackled him outside of a pier, and that's what put him in the hospital. Or he's laid up anyway. That didn't happen to be you, did it? And Gary's like, you're damn right it was. I'll get in the car before I do the same to you.
Alvin sucks.
Alvin
Sucks.
Wait, do you mean a cop from Brindlewood? Because Gary's from Brindlewood. He's not from Monkey Point.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, cop from Brindlewood.
Okay. Okay, look, we're going to go suss out this situation. But you got my number, Gary. You hang with these boys. We'll be back.
Yeah, Gary kind of like is resting his hand on his gun. He's like, all right, boys.
Whoa, Gary has gotten cocky.
Cool. So you can make your way down there, and Ian is hanging out with Gary just in case 2-on-2 is a little bit more fair. So you are able to. The boat is still there. It looks seaworthy.
Yeah, we're rowing in the spooky boat. Rowing in the spooky. Probably not ghosts. Probably it's fine.
Rowing? Who's in charge of this boat?
Is it just us two girls?
Yeah.
Rue can do the front and look out.
Flappy coat.
Yeah, with floppy coat. You might need it.
What do you think the worst thing that could happen rowing a spooky boat in the middle of the night in the sea?
Why is this a night move? Night move? I'm worried that something's gonna bite the paddle and pull it under and me with it.
Ooh, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with my imagination?
Something might actually capsize the boat from underneath and come at you while you're floundering in the water.
I love how this takes advantage of the ability to catastrophize.
It'd be like, I'll get a cold.
What's the worst thing that can happen? You had blisters on my fingers.
Blisters. Not only that, but 2 blisters.
And one of them pops.
Great, that's a roll with, I think.
Good. That's the thing I have 0 of.
We are all so vital.
We're so vital.
And present.
Roll 2 dice. Let's see. All right. Let's do it. Oh, I rolled a 6.
Ooh.
I mean, it could be worse.
Sea monster!
So yeah, you get about halfway out to the boat, and indeed, something does brush against the boat from underneath. Don't know exactly, and it's too dark. The water kind of, and you feel bump again, and you drop one of the oars.
Oh, we're down to 1 oar.
Now we can only go in circles.
And
Gotta do the
Oh yeah.
flippy flip thing.
Well, Inez is getting her calisthenics in.
Attacks the boat from below again, and
No!
capsizes it, sending you into the January northeast Atlantic water.
All right. We're gonna
Thing the water with you.
All right, let's ride it. Try to ride the thing. I'm gonna rolling for trying to tame the beast and make it my friend.
If you wanted to use a crown, now would be a time, but you don't have to.
Or go to commercial.
Oh yeah, let's go to commercial. Let's go to commercial. We haven't done that in a while.
Nicole's never done a commercial.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
guess. This is a
My brain doesn't
commercial.
work today.
Even better. Surreal local ad.
Dishwashing water softener tablets.
So this is a commercial. What is a commercial? I mean,
you do the commercial
we just make a commercial.
Yeah, and then the roll works.
Okay. Oh, I did see you there.
Commercial music.
I'm awfully glad that you did come over today, because today, Wacky Wanda's house, we're gonna talk about alkalinity of water. It was too soft, Dad. You wanted to soften up. Bardos. Anyway, I was having trouble with getting all of these spots on these glasses, and I couldn't quite see through them to see outer space. So, using Bardos, I could soften my water and my heart. This can be found in a store near you. Bardos.
Bardos is not guaranteed to soften your heart in all romantic situations.
Great, we return from a commercial, and you're rowing in the dark once again.
Wow, wouldn't it have been weird if there was a sea monster?
Gary just has a shudder and like.
I feel like Gary takes on all the psychic shadows of
what? Gary just looks up. No.
He's like doing the Starship Troopers of all of our stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, ah!
Something does bump up against the side of the boat, however.
I don't like it.
And you kind of give it a whack with one of the oars, and it's just an old, it's a log, just a big piece of driftwood that had bumped up against the side of the boat.
Ghost log.
Ghost log.
In both of the realities, it was.
And you are able to make out to Hyacinth and Thurgood's boat pretty easily.
I'm a way better rower.
Fan fiction area of discussing Gold Crown mysteries now.
Good thing they stopped rowing, or we would not have caught up.
And you can still see shore from here, but a little bit ways out.
I wonder if we could put our oar over, like we're about to grapple hook board them.
Yeah, you can get up close for sure. And Thurgood's like, why?
We heard you were talking about Crown of the Sea Thorn.
Boarding party, yar!
Yar! We're coming aboard.
Oh yes, these are my friends from the book club. Who are the only people I know who know more about the Golden Crown mysteries than I do.
Wow, that's impressive.
He has problems with trouble at sea.
To be fair, I didn't read the whole thing. But Hyacinth has given me a good synopsis of the rest of the plot.
You should
I
stop
told him
by
all about the
Sunday.
tricky drug-fueled ending that she wrote.
Oh.
We should have him over sometime so we can all have a discussion of it and tell him about the ending.
Sunday evenings.
We do have a signed copy of it there.
Would you be willing to meet me on the pier?
We could have an outing for one club meeting.
Yeah, field trip.
I don't find many other fishermen enjoying mystery novels, I'll tell you that much.
Did you know Cyrus?
Ditto Cyrus. I knew Cyrus, but I suppose I've slept on his floor once or twice. One night I was lying on the floor staring at the ceiling, eyes unblinking. I heard him muttering in his sleep. The way the man mutters about things he hates. The law, he said. Well, he just repeats the exact same thing that he said to Hyacinth. This is clearly like the
same
story.
Intonation, same.
Yeah. He mutters to himself all the time and just happen to hear it out loud.
So, wait, Cyrus hated the law?
Aye. Alvin, his filthy brother. Anyone else you dare tell what to do. Aye, sucks he do. He does.
Sucks he do.
Sucks he do.
Do you buy the story that this veteran lighthouse keeper slipped and died in an accident? What's your view on it, sir?
No, of course he was murdered.
I wonder if we all are hopping into Thurgood's boat and abandoning our other one.
It's just drifting off.
Just drifting away.
With human remains in it. Traces of human remains.
It's a spooky boat. We don't want to keep it. It needs to
Let it be taken by the sea.
By the sea.
Yar.
Well, now that we're all pirates, where are we going?
Who do you think murdered Cyrus, Thurgood?
And
What's
is
your
there a
theory?
merchant ship we can board and take all of it?
Also, where are you headed? You're just
I- I
rowing out?
I have a boat anchored off. I don't fish just in this boat.
You're just going.
You haven't seen any doubloons enter the currency like that.
I have not. No, that's old
Okay.
stories. That only happens in movies and books.
We've seen doubloons. For real.
Oh, right. The midwives had a big pile of doubloons at the lighthouse.
Yeah.
They're all gone now.
The cult people stole them from us.
Bet Eleanor took them.
Ah, that woman's a witch.
Didn't she, though?
I think literally.
We're so close to cracking this thing wide open.
I'm glad you think so.
Use
I
all
feel
your
like we've
clues.
got all the
Somebody rolling with a
pieces.
+4.
I don't know. I feel like there's still stuff out there to discover.
Probably 20 plus things that could be discovered.
Actually, I think
Anything
one,
could be a clue.
one more clue will guarantee you 7, right? 13 minus 8. It's fine, yeah.
So what I'm hearing is we need another clue.
So who do you think killed her? It could have been anyone as far as I know.
Well, you say he hated the law. And it's a well-established fact that Alvin sucks.
I
I'll bet.
sucks he do.
Say too.
Now,
A-B.
I feel like that's not a smoking gun, but it is very coincidental.
Oh, I
Also,
found a logbook, everybody.
oh,
Yeah, it was basically some more evidence on the Alvin pulling it out of her purse. More evidence on the whole Alvin sucks tip.
unsurprising.
Sorry,
Also,
I did
we-
scavenge around in the shack a
We
bit.
do know that Eleanor kills people and likes to kill lighthouse keepers.
That's also true.
It's true, although it is very strange that she seemed to be doing it in a fugue state.
Maybe, and they seem to be in cahoots because Alvin seemed very interested in keeping Eleanor not guilty.
But here's the thing, girls. Now, we've been talking about how there's something bigger going on here, something strange.
So Stephen was also involved, and they killed him to cover it up too. And and Thurgood here is probably part of. I don't know. Everybody's part of it.
You
Why
would
would you-
tell us if you were part of the midwife conspiracy, wouldn't you, Thurgood?
Not in a million years.
That's fair.
There.
I kept secrets from the. You know what? I kept secrets from the ladies for a while. I was getting really strange voicemails that were telling me what to do, and you know what? One day I just broke, and I was like, "We gotta." And I messed up with them. And you know what? These ladies still have my back. We still sell stuff from your museum.
You can tell if they're good. That you're good. You know, you could be honest with us. You can
We
open
know
up.
stuff back at the museum.
We did.
There's not a lot of people you can probably talk to, is there?
To the sea. The
Has
sea
anyone
doesn't-
ever?
it never. No. Just sort of invite yourself. And you all invited yourself on.
Did we? You were so inviting, though. We thought that
He
People-
calls-
Tyson is feeding another tiny fish to the cat.
he puts the door back in and starts like, I'm taking you back to shore. This is ridiculous.
oh,
Great.
we're not gonna get to see your boat, your bigger boat.
Show us your boat. That's a great place to like sit and think about all of this.
Yeah, and then maybe we could see if the lights come out again. If those creepy witch people come out and do their cult thing, we could
I'll
catch them in
not
the act.
I'll not be out with the lights again.
Oh, he doesn't like the lights.
Oh, that's fair. I don't like them either. A skeleton grabbed my arm earlier. I don't know what to
You
think
know,
about it.
normally I wouldn't really feel comfortable saying that around people, but I feel like Thurgood you can.
Oh,
we had a-
maybe
there was a
Thurgood knows about your crab people.
There was a skeleton that spoke.
In the other boat.
Yeah, in the spooky boat.
A
That's
speaking
why it smells.
That's why we aren't in
the
it
speaky
anymore.
boat back there.
Yeah, that one.
There's a skeleton, and it grabbed her hand, and it was talking.
Yeah.
Thing
I wonder
at
if
night, I
Thurgood
suppose.
knows about crab people.
That's
Have
an
you heard about
old.
the crab people?
That's an old wives' tale.
The crab people.
Well, I'm an
Well,
old
we
wife.
are all old wives.
Yeah, we are all old wives. It makes sense.
Well, I got the tale from you apparently, so
So
that
That makes
checks out.
sense.
you don't? Are you saying you don't think the crab people are real?
Men tell tales, and they get lonely at sea, making things up to entertain
Like the
themselves.
Selkies.
I like the Selkies. Like
So
a
the
mermaid.
Selkies and mermaids, those are bullshit too.
I've never seen one with my own eyes, but many things live under the sea.
Okay, but the lights, that's real. Those boat lights that
Aye.
happen.
You didn't get a photo of them, did you?
What would I taken a photo with?
You see, I'm able to get this phone app set up.
Why
The
don't you like the lights
salt
again?
air that's driving out here. There's no
There's a
reception on the
little,
sea.
like, Vietnamese anthropomorphic dog waving a camera back and forth on front of the
Okay, so you don't
load screen
believe
of
in
the
crab
app.
people. You don't believe in Selkies or mermaids, but you do believe in the creepy boat light people. What makes them different? Why do you not like the lights?
I've seen them with my own eyes.
But why do you not like them?
You haven't seen them.
What
And we saw.
we did from afar.
They appear from nowhere, out of the mists, and he just repeats pretty much verbatim and same
Yes.
tells the whole thing again as he's running on the shore.
And Hyacinth
He's,
is
at least
commenting
he's
a little bit like,
consistent.
this is the best part.
I feel like we're so close to something, girls. Get lit again.
Hmm.
I guess we should find a place to rest up for the night, like the lighthouse.
The lighthouse sleeper party. Since Thurgood won't take us to his big boat.
No, I wanted to see the boat.
We're
That's
not
okay,
He's
we
been
have-
on me boat for 40 years. The
Even
last
you.
did wound up in a watery grave.
I bet the boat isn't that great anyway.
Yeah, that was really great, Thurgood. You were missing out.
Probably embarrassed about his boat.
Hmm. That's what I would do if my boat wasn't very great. I wouldn't let people on it.
I don't get much company.
You can come stay at our lighthouse slumber party if you want.
And as you were talking about that, he like hops out and the boat is grounded on the beach and he pulls it back onto the beach.
Oh, you know, the lighthouse slumber party is actually a really good idea because in the morning we really need to remember to take the wrench out of the works in the basement.
Oh, yeah, I had a bad feeling about that.
I mean, it's just a stopgap to keep the night safe. But yeah, definitely got to take that out in the morning.
Great. So Hyacinth, I think, is already wandering up the path and back to the lighthouse.
There's also
Heading along behind.
bugs in the shed as well, in the shack. If you want to.
Ah.
There's also, oh yeah, yeah.
The floor is comfortable in there. Slept on it many a night.
In the
a
shack?
great storm. In the shack.
Mhm.
I once was sleeping on the floor. Couldn't sleep. My eyes were open, staring at the sky. And so on.
Oh, I like this one. I think this one's my favorite.
Oh, is he telling the story again?
He's doing the one where he sleeps on the floor.
And
Does
he
each of these count as a separate clue?
continues muttering under his breath as he like starts getting the boat back.
Wait, where are you going?
No,
You not
where are
staying?
you going?
Back to the sea, where I belong. The sea calls to me sometimes. It calls to many. There's a bit to the sea in
Aw.
all of us.
We're gonna miss you. Where's Tug?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Speaking of people we like in Mucky Point.
Didn't he adopt a new name of Cat?
Yes.
I don't know if he adopted it. I think it was given to him.
Tomato.
What now? You're on the beach again.
Oh, it's late.
Oh, Hyacinth is already heading up to the shack, I think.
I guess we retire to the shack.
Yeah.
Figure out our
Yeah,
next
we'll
move.
just end each episode with a lighthouse slumber party, and we can do about 20 more of these.
Can I get one of you to just roll 1d6?
I'll do it.
Do it. Go.
And it's a 5.
Nice.
Nicely done.
As you
Total party kill.
That means five crab people invade the shack while we're sleeping and slit our throats.
as you come back up to the little area between the shack and the lighthouse, you see Gary and Etienne sort of leaning up against the side of the cop car, and it seems like Gary's trying to like communicate with him and sort of like teach him words and stuff. And they're having a comically good time, and you can see inside the cop car are Marvin and George sitting in the back seat glowering out at him. Gary's like, "Hey, how'd your boat friend work out?"
He had to go back to the sea.
Oh,
He talked about staring up at the ceiling while lying on the floor in the shack.
Well, we really treasured our time with him.
all right.
He's
Well,
I think he's coming to book club next week.
I hope
Really?
so. We may have to come to him.
That's right, to the pier. We're going to meet at the pier.
Here.
Well, he can
I
sail
don't.
to the Brindlewood pier without too much trouble.
yeah.
We can finally see his boat.
Gary's like, "Well, I'm gonna take these guys. I guess I'm gonna go back to
Jail.
Brindlewood. They,
Jail.
yeah, they. I mean, Etienne can back me up. They got a little lippy and started shoving and tussling, and before too long, I mean, I don't know how many charges this taser has, but I think I used them all.
Whoa.
Anyway,
there was violence.
I'm taking
Seems
him
a
in
little
for assaulting a
seems
police
a
officer and using
little
bad
bit
language. So
Extreme. Oh no, I didn't know we could get taken away for bad language.
I mean, I just said that word once. I don't expect to hear from anyone else. I'm going to take
We
these
gotta.
gentlemen down to Brindlewood. Are you okay sleeping here overnight? It looks like, it seems like the shack is not inhabited anymore. And I can be back in the morning to pick you up.
That sounds like a capital plan, Gary.
Yeah, that sounds. Nothing
good
could go
planning.
wrong.
And he gives you a little, his like, little radio off his, he's like, "No other calling, need me, radio, and I will take a while to hear from Mucky, from but I'm just also like everything's different. I'm just gonna get back. I'm gonna take these guys Jerry wants to do them, and I'll come back for you in the morning. I can't go because muscle. Are you alright staying in this kind of creepy place yourself overnight?
Oh, we're always fine when the three of us are together.
Alright, you've got a Kiko. And he sort of pulls a little treat out of his pocket.
Oh.
Aww.
Alright, well, I'll see you in the morning, I guess. Do you want me to bring you coffee or something? I can stop on.
Oh, yeah.
There's gotta be a
Bring us
that
some-
way.
Yeah, could you bring some Brindlewood donuts? Mucky Point donuts aren't the same.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. Alright, gets in the car and actually turns the sirens on. and pulls it just like all the way until he's out of sight. The shack is yours for the night if you like.
Party!
Do you
We already.
yeah, there's a few times they've done some good stuff.
Yeah.
What's looking good?
Look for hidden stuff stuffed into walls. That pick.
Yeah, let's solve the mystery of why the bottom of the lighthouse is that weird black creepy stone.
That's right.
I bet that's connected to the midwives.
Yeah, that sounds like a
And
boy.
to Cyrus's murder.
Yeah. Solve it all at once. And
We'll solve this one and the void mystery right now.
yeah.
You do have 12 clues, so.
Well,
So we're a little over halfway there.
We're silly.
2, 3, 4.
We probably got to go on a side quest soon. Anyway.
What would you like to do?
Well, let's see. If we go to sleep, then I guess we catch another dream.
That's true.
Sure, I should probably. Technically, you should have a phone call. I should have had a dream this round too. But I'm not terribly worried about this point.
We could take some time before going to bed and go over the clues that we got and kind of think about it.
Let's take a look at our clues.
Who died in the fatal car that was involved in?
That
Tug's
was,
children.
Yeah, Tug's children.
Okay. Wow, these clues. Yeah, my brain is you know.
But we can save them for next time if we want to, and start off with
That's probably better
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
That
we
work for everyone
take our
else?
time and
Yeah.
brainstorm
Cool.
and go off on some side quests.
Right.
Make new friends.
Slumber party at the lighthouse.
Still a couple we haven't.
Yeah.
And a dog.
I think you got everyone but the mayor now.
That's gonna be the last two on the next one.
Yeah. I talked to the mayor.
Take the mayor walkies.
Alright, and session then. What do you got?
She more did my two things.
I
Nice.
feel like I did as well.
I only accidentally did one because I had to put on a crown. Although maybe the still got it was me rowing. But I don't think it counts. And my experience doesn't really count anyway. So
Sure.
no need to cheat. I'll
Looks
count
like,
the sharing of memory.
Cool. I guess both you get an advancement then. Yeah, let's do.
Huzzah.
Boom.
Last. I'm gonna check the items which I won.
Yeah.
Go me.
Cool. That is that then. Let's start off next time with maybe solving in 3. Going straight to Void Town.
I don't feel ready.
All right.
All the clues make total sense as a cohesive, obvious narrative.
A
Clearly.
linear narrative.
Oh man.
And we can always clues as well.
That's a thing a lot to do.
How houses work.
Go ahead and scratch this itch. Why is it not doing a thing? I hear the real thing.
Yeah.